this is Spirit Blaze, and welcome to another episode of Talking Clans, where I draw a character that we are speaking of, and my friends here are Flameclaw and Blackheart. If you guys want to introduce yourselves.
And hi, I'm Blackheart.
So yeah, today we're gonna talk about a cat I'm sure most of you really like, and that's Ravenpaw. So who's gonna start?
This video was requested by Levi Ackerman on YouTube. So my question for you guys is, what would you make Ravenpaw's warrior name? Somebody said before, I've heard somebody say that his warrior name was going to be Ravenwing had he received one, but I haven't seen proof of that, and when I started reading the manga series, which I know you guys can't get a hold of because you're in Croatia, but when I was reading the intro, I seen that Victoria Holmes said, "Stop asking what Ravenpaw's warrior name would be because he will never receive one, and he would have never became a warrior, so it doesn't matter." So, if you guys could give Ravenpaw a warrior name, not what do you think it would be, but what would you name him?
I would honestly name him Ravenwing as well because it just kind of fits him, and it just fits him somehow. I think it would give him some boost of confidence because he was so scared of Tiger Claw. Just poor thing. Also, that was kind of rude of Victoria, how she was like, "Oh, he's never gonna get a warrior name. It doesn't even matter." Of course, it matters. I mean, they said that Swiftclaw. They said Swiftclaw's warrior name, so why wouldn't they say Ravenpaw's as well? It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I mean, she said that she doesn't think Ravenpaw would want a warrior name, and she said something along the lines of that. I mean, she wasn't exactly rude about it. She was just like, I think Ravenpaw is content with the life that he has, and I don't think a warrior name would matter to him.
No, it wouldn't matter, but it would be nice.
Blackheart, what do you think?
I think I'll name him Ravenclaw. I don't know why, it's nice.
I would have to say probably, I like the idea of Ravenwing, but then I think that I would have named him Ravenflight.
Wow, that's badass. That's honestly really, really cool. Yeah, that's a good idea. I saw an admin on a page, I don't even know which one it was, but there was, I think it was actually a ThunderCon page, and the guy was named Ravenstorm, and I think he was the actual Ravenpaw kind of on that page, and he got a warrior named Ravenstorm, so.
For those of you watching, me and Flameclaw manage a Warrior Cats page on Facebook. It has like 1,300 likes, and that's where we're going to be posting a lot of our videos, and we might talk or refer to Facebook pages because we're both page managers and page admins. So, yeah, my admin tag on there is Spirit Star, and Flameclaw's is Snakefang.
Because that's my other OC. She's just like Flameclaw to me. She's also a deputy and everything. They're equal.
So, Flame, do you have any questions to ask?
Yeah. What do you think about the ship Raven X Barley? Because I think it's a thing.
It is a ship, and I think it's cute, but only because they're so cute, and we talked about this. They're so close, not because they're so cute, but they are cute. Ravenpaw more than Barley, though.
Yeah.
And I've never mentioned this before, but I used to have a cat named Barley, and I named him after Barley because he looked just like Barley.
That's so cool.
Yeah, he was a big cat, too. He's like the biggest cat ever. He wasn't fat, he was just large.
So just like Barley, because I think Barley was pretty big.
Yeah, either he's big or he's, either that or Ravenpaw is just a small cat, and I think Ravenpaw is a small cat.
Yeah, I imagine him totally tiny, because I just can't imagine him big. I think I posted that on the page once, that I just can't imagine him as a full-grown cat, because he has the paw suffix, and it just doesn't doesn't fit, you know.
In the mangas, he does look a little bit smaller than the other cats, especially Barley. But what I was gonna say about, and I'm sorry to those who are listening if there's an echo. It's not really an echo. There's just like a really sharp sounding high pitched buzz after I talk sometimes, because we do record these sessions on Skype, so if it echoes too badly, we have to go and re-record, but if it's not too bad, I'm just gonna keep talking. I hope you guys can deal with that. I just thought of this, and it doesn't sound right to those who ship Ravenpaw and Barley, but what about Ravenpaw and Barley's sister Violet? Because when Violet was introduced in the manga series, she was kind of a, I don't know, she came off as a skittish, like a skittish, sweet, cute, um, you know, like that kind of character, and she seems like kind of compatible with Ravenpaw.
Yeah, I really like her. I haven't read the manga. I didn't even know she was in the manga. But I have read Barley's backstory and how she was taken to the two egg. And I thought she had become a kitty pet. I didn't think
Yeah,
she ever came out to the wild.
she was a kitty pet, but um, in the manga series, Ravenpaw and Barley go to visit her for a reason.
Huh? What reason?
I believe she was friends with a cat whose son was captured by BloodClan, and Ravenpaw and Barley were helping ThunderClan get rid of BloodClan once and for all after the battle with BloodClan, because the rogues were still causing trouble. So because Barley had history with them, Barley decides to help ThunderClan.
Ah, well, that's a lot of facts I don't know. Gosh, I need to read the mangas. I really do.
And in return, Firestar and his warriors help Barley and Ravenpaw get their barn back, because Barley's evil brothers, I think Jumper and Hoot,
Yeah, Ice and Snake, I think they were renamed.
they were.
Yeah, in the backstory, he said that his brothers turned on him and they killed someone. No, they almost killed Violet. And they had new names, Ice and Snake, I think.
They did, yeah, but they did take the barn, and Firestar and his warriors, in return for Barley helping them, take the barn back.
Yeah.
But so Ravenpaw is normally like portrayed by the fandom to be like a coward and whatnot, and a really just a character who's afraid of everything. And I don't really think that he's that much of a coward after him leaving ThunderClan. I think that he did do some brave things. What do you guys think the bravest thing Ravenpaw has ever done would be?
Well, I think that the worst thing he's done is leaving ThunderClan, because they are all of his friends and family.
Yeah, that makes sense. I would have to say him catching a freaking adder. I mean, it's a freaking adder. I mean, it's like poisonous snake that killed Honeyfern in the end, and just this was so brave. I really liked that.
I thought it was really brave of him and Barley to help ThunderClan in the battle with BloodClan, because that I wasn't really expecting that, because they're not cats who like to fight. And I thought that it was pretty brave when they took their barn back too.
Yeah, but I mean, they couldn't just stand around and not help them and not get their barn back. You know, it was their home, so.
Yeah.
Um,
I think it's
Go
your
ahead.
turn, Flameclaw, unless Blackheart has any questions. No, I don't think she does. Or does she?
No, I don't.
But I was gonna ask, and it just slipped my mind. Wait, give me a second. Yeah, what do you think? Spoilers, but do you think that Barley, like, what do you think he lives like now? Because Ravenpaw is dead and Barley is just alone. And how do you think Ravenpaw even died?
I was gonna ask you the same thing. I had heard rumors on the pages and in other places that Ravenpaw fell off the barn. And I don't really know if that's been confirmed by Aaron Hunter or not, but I mean, it seems very likely. And I don't think, even though he's old, I don't think that Ravenpaw died of old age because, number one, Sandstorm hasn't died of old age, and Ravenpaw is in a safer environment and he's more well fed than the clan cat, so it would make sense for him to live longer, right?
Yeah. I cried so hard when I read that he was dead. I was just like, Ravenpaw, no, why are you here? Like, you should be down there on Earth alive, and why are you dead? I
I
don't think he fell off the barn, to be honest. I just don't believe it because I think that Ravenpaw had balance. I think he couldn't have just fallen off.
Yeah.
Just like that.
I mean, I don't really know. It's hard to tell. Like, and I think there was other rumors that he got killed by a dog, but I don't think that makes sense because I think that Barley and Ravenpaw like know how to deal with the dogs by their farm pretty well.
Yeah, because they're used to them. They're always around, I think.
Yeah. So I don't really know how he died. I think that Aaron Hunter said I think it was either an ebook or a super edition is going to come out about Ravenpaw, but I don't know which because a lot of people want to know how he died.
Yeah. But I don't think I'll be able to handle reading his death. I just don't think because it's just so sad.
Yeah.
Because he's one of my favorite characters. I love him so much. He's so cute.
He is, every Valentine's Day, I normally post something on the page that says, and it's not a weird kind of post, it's just like to be cute. It's not, shipping yourself with a warrior cat type of thing. I normally post a thing that says, if you could kiss any, as a two-leg, if you could kiss any cat from the series on the head, who would you kiss and why? And I said Ravenpaw, and he's not, I don't know if he's one of my 10 favorite characters, but he is the cutest cat in the series, so I would probably kiss him on the head and just make him my kitty pet.
Yeah, he's so adorable. I would either have to go with a Ravenpaw or Sandstorm just because I love her so much. She's like the new White Storm now. So that's why.
Who do you ship Ravenpaw with? I mean, we did talk about this a little bit, but I don't think that you ship him with Barley.
No, as I said in the last video, I don't really like those kind of gay shippings. I don't think they're realistic in the cat world. I have nothing against gays. Don't think that I do, but in the cat world, no.
I think that homosexuality does exist in animals, but I'm not going to get into that right now. There are some LGBT, I hope I said that right, ships that I ship, but there's not a lot of them. Like, there's a lot of them that exist, but the only ones I really ship, to be honest, are Jake and Tallstar and Mothly and Leafpool. Like, I don't ship Ashfur and Scourge. I don't know why that even exists.
That's so stupid. And here we are getting off topic, but I just have to say that's so stupid.
As they barely even knew each other, and I don't know. It just...
Yeah, like, what the hell?
Yeah.
People are weird. Whoever came up with that ship, what were you thinking? That's my only opinion on this. What the hell?
I kind of like that Scourge was an asexual type of character. Like, I don't think he had any interest in she-cats.
I don't know. I mean, I can hardly imagine him having an interest in anybody because he was so evil and self-centered.
Alright, so, do you think that Ravenpaw did the right thing by leaving ThunderClan? Because, I mean, yeah, Tiger Claw threatened to kill him, but, like, there wasn't that much time between that point and, like, the next point where, like, Tiger Claw got kicked out of the clan anyway. So do you think that Ravenpaw really would have died if he would have stayed in ThunderClan? Because Tiger Claw promised a lot of things. I mean, he promised that, remember when, right when Blue Star was, like, dying?
Yeah.
I think it was, like, around that time, and he was like, see you in StarClan, and he didn't kill Fireheart, and he never killed Fireheart until, like, the very end of the series, and Fireheart killed him, too, so, I mean, Firestar, but...
Yeah.
So do you think he would have died?
Maybe because Tiger Star is Tiger Star and he does weird stuff. Because when he became leader of Shadow Clan, I think he could have somehow harmed Ravenpaw. But then again, maybe not because he had Fireheart slash Star and Gray Stripe for protection. So
Yeah. And I think that at that point, and like when Tiger Star becomes leader of Shadow Clan, I feel like his biggest problem was like getting revenge on Firestar and like taking over the clans, where Ravenpaw was like a very minor thing. Like I don't feel like at that point Ravenpaw would be a big deal. Like
yeah, because everyone already knew that he killed Redtail.
yeah. I mean, do you think that he should have like didn't Ravenpaw almost get killed just because he told somebody at a gathering about how Tiger Claw killed Redtail?
Yeah, I think, yeah, I remember the scene. I can kind of sort of quote it. It was like he was talking about Redtail getting killed, and then Tiger Claw came up and he was like, "Yeah, did you tell the clans how brave I was that I avenged Redtail's death?" and something like that.
Yeah. So after Tiger Star's death, like, was I the only one who wished Ravenpaw maybe would have came back to ThunderClan? I mean, I knew he was happy with Barley, but what if Barley joined ThunderClan too? Because they can obviously both fight.
Yeah, that would be cool, but it wouldn't be possible because Ravenpaw never even knew where they went. He didn't know the exact destination. Then again, neither did freaking Graystripe, but he came back. So, why didn't Graystripe take Ravenpaw with him? That would have been so awesome.
Well, I mean, there was like a little bit of time, like when Brambleclaw and the others were trying to find the new home for the clans. Like there was like, and when they went to the Sundrawn place, there was that time period for Ravenpaw and Barley to join ThunderClan. I just wish they would have.
Yeah, me too, because I just wish that Ravenpaw was still here, and I really miss him. Because I think he would have made a great warrior in the end if he got over his kind of anxiety and fear and awkwardness.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if you read, I don't know what book that was. Some of the not super edition, the guide, one of the guides. I think it was Code of Clans or something. And there was a scene with Firepaw, Sandpaw, Dustpaw, and Ravenpaw, and Whitestorm. It was like a training session.
Mm-hmm.
And Whitestorm drew a line on the ground that was supposed to be like a border, and he was supposed to pick like a border patrol leader, like for practice. And Ravenpaw started trembling, and Whitestorm was like, "Oh, don't worry, Ravenpaw, I won't make you the patrol leader now." Because he saw he was afraid. So I don't think how well Ravenpaw would have worked out as a warrior if he was afraid to train without Tiger Claw in his sight. Tiger Claw wasn't even there, so.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, he did fight pretty bravely and against the battle with Bug Clan, but I don't really know. I think he changed after leaving ThunderClan, but then I could be wrong. Like he probably wasn't fit for clan life.
Yeah, possibly. I just wish he was. But I was gonna say something. Wait. Yeah. Do you even remember why Blue Star chose Tiger Claw to be Ravenpaw's mentor? Because I think it was something like that he needed confidence, so she thought that Tiger Claw would be a good mentor to give him the confidence, because he was like some ambitious cat.
Yeah.
Boy, was she wrong. I hate her for that.
I love Blue Star.
I love her so much, but I hate her for three things. Firstly, that. Secondly, deleting Tiger Claw. What was she thinking? And thirdly, being like, OMG, Tiger Claw left me. And I'm like, no, they didn't leave you. You suck. I just got really mad at her. I hate her crazy for
I
it.
kind of understood like how she lost all of her hope and faith like when she realized that Tiger Claw was so treacherous. But I mean, I don't know. She was a character who's often in denial, but I don't know. I feel like she wanted cats to trust because of everything that had happened in her life. Like she wanted something to have. I don't know how to put it. Like she wanted cats around her that she could trust after, the loss of her sister and her mother. I think she wanted
And her kids later on.
cats like that were like family almost.
Yeah. Well, she had Firestar, Fireheart, kind of. But then she turned on him too, because why not? Gosh. I don't know, she kind of annoys me. I do run a page that's like dedicated to her, and I really like her, but there are just some things that tick me off about her. And I just don't like that how the Aaron's made her, like, that you have to pity her, kind of. Just like they made Maple Shade, because now, as you know, I'm reading Maple Shade's Vengeance, and they just made her Blue Star version 2. I'm not going to spoil anything for anybody, but just they have this concept where you have to pity the cat. Because, oh, she lost her kids. Well, yeah, but, she shouldn't have even gotten together with Oakhart in the first place. She knew it was against the code.
Yeah. I guess that pretty much wraps it up. This was a short episode.
Yeah, I guess it does. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and we'll see you next time.
Be sure to subscribe if you like this video, and we'll come out with more. Leave suggestions. This is Spirit Blaze, that's Flameclaw and Blackheart, and we'll see you again.
Bye!